What's up, everybody? It's Digoops back again with another video. We're playing 10-minute games, not 3-minute. Yeah, this is gonna be episode number 73 of our series of 10-minute games. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna go ahead and play a game explaining everything I'm doing, and of course, we're gonna analyze it right after. It's gonna be a great learning experience for both me and you guys. E4, and he plays D6. Interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and play D4, take control of the entire center. Plays e5, offering a pawn trade. If I take, he's going to take back. I can go ahead, take this with check. He's going to lose castling rights. And then maybe I can just play bishop over here, attack this pawn. I think that's the plan right here. I'm just going to go ahead, develop with tempo. If he tries to block with the bishop, I'll go ahead and take for sure. I'll take. He's got isolated pawns. It's going to be interesting. Let's see. If I play knight c3 right now, he does have this pin, and it's sort of annoying. Because if he's threatening to take and then give me isolated pawns too. Um, so maybe we have to play a3 first and then do this. And then I also want to castle and then castle with check. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start with a3 just so he doesn't get onto the square. Okay, cool. He's gonna develop attacking this pawn. I'm just gonna go ahead and defend it while developing. Now I'm planning to just continue. Yep, development. Give him a check like this. Okay, he's not gonna let me do that check though. Bishop d6 is a nice way to develop for sure. And he's protecting this pawn. So now it's up to me again. What do I want to do? I think I'm just going to go ahead and play bishop e3 and just keep developing, taking away this square from the bishop in case he wants to move it again, because this square does look pretty nice for this bishop. He plays knight here. Now looks like he might be planning to put something on this square. If he does do that, it's a little annoying because if I do take, he takes back, and he's got some nice looking pawns again. They're all connected. They're not isolated. No double pawns. Something we could do is just keep developing like this. Knight f3. Another thing we could do is castle queenside. Put him in a pin. And then well, we're not really threatening anything, are we? Hmm. Where's this other knight gonna go? That's another question. I could put it here, but it's not doing too much. But unless the entire plan is just to bring it to c4. I mean, that is a plan. Maybe that's the plan that I'm gonna be playing for. Right now it's fine because there's also this move for him like knight g4 attacking this bishop, and of course if he takes, he wins my bishop, and then I'm gonna have a pretty bad pawn structure as well. But right now if he does this, I have check, and what that does is it either forces him back, because it's knight's not doing anything on the square anymore. But if he just blocks, I think I'd probably just trade down and then play c3, and then be fine. So maybe I play knight f3, but I could see him kind of just playing like king here, and then all of a sudden have to worry about this again. I could also just castle and then play like bishop here and try to take, but I don't think that's gonna work because he'll just, of course, move his king forward. Thinking of plans. If not, then where should we play for? So I guess knight f3 is fine because once he moves this, then we can go ahead and play h3. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with this move, and we're stopping him from coming in here immediately. So I think this is fine. Yep, he goes ahead and plays this move. And I think here, maybe we just castle. Castle, if he goes here, I'll go ahead, drop the check. He can move the king over here. He's attacking this pawn. So maybe it just has to play this. Maybe I should just get rid of this for now. I think I'm just going to get rid of this entire idea for him immediately, so we don't need to worry about it at all. And that's probably the best way to do this. Going ahead and putting the rook on this file. It's a semi-open file, so it does make sense. We could castle. But I guess now it's like, which way should we castle? Because we castle this way, could be weakening this a little bit. Or we can castle this way and then play on the queen side. Actually, that might be where I want to play. Because I would love to push, maybe put this knight on this square. And then maybe this knight over here and try to attack this bishop. I think I'm just going to go ahead and castle here then. That makes sense. Enough. So rotate this knight over here. Maybe I should put a rook on this for now. I like having the king on g1, just adding a little bit more protection on this f pawn. Okay, pawns are moving. Pawns are moving, so a6 does prepare this move. If we push a4 to kind of counter this, it's a bit of a double-edged sword because he could get this move in. That could be pretty interesting for him. So I don't know about that one. But maybe just playing b4 and then putting this knight over here, and then maybe this pawn over here could also be an idea. Or this bishop over here, try to trade off, and then put a knight here. I'm just kind of throwing out ideas. But maybe we should put a pawn over here first. First thing first. Let's go ahead and put, or not this pawn, rook. Mixing up everything with pawns today. Let's go ahead and do this. If he does play b5, I think I'll just go ahead and play b4. He's not threatening this because then he drops his pawn. Actually, it's a little scary. No, if I take, he takes, I take. It feels a little risky. Just a little bit. Maybe I play this, but if he pushes here, I take, he takes with the knight, he's attacking this pawn. Don't want that either. I think I'm going to go ahead, yeah, start with this. And then maybe I want to put this knight over here just so I can stop him from doing this kind of stuff. Goes ahead and protects it. Okay, we've got a game now, for sure. I'd love for this bishop to not be here, or this knight also is defending this pawn, so it's not the easiest thing. I want to take this, but it doesn't work exactly. He's moved both of his rooks onto this side. Maybe I should move them back. Because right now, if I play like knight d2, he threatens h5. And then my pawn structure actually might be very ruined. Because he's got lots of attackers. If I take here, he's going to take with the rook. Things are falling apart. If I play bishop c5, he's just going to take, I take. It doesn't seem to work. We might have actually messed up. Knight d2, he plays this, I go here. It doesn't work because he's just going to take here. And then I take back. He can take with this bishop, attacking this, but then I would give him a check. He takes, I take. But he's got this extra pawn, which can probably just start going down the board. So I think I'm actually messed up somewhere. That's weird. I think I'll start bringing this knight onto this side of the board. Let's see what my opponent does. If a5. It's tough. I feel like I have to take here, but then I'm dropping this pawn too. I guess I'll play here. We're dropping a pawn though, but I think there might be some counterplay at least. Yeah, I don't like it too much for myself. Yeah, he played it really well. That's unfortunate. This pawn is being attacked, so I think I do have to defend it like this. And right now this knight can't do anything else. I guess I could go here though. I take, rook takes, and now he's infiltrating, which is annoying. This guy is good. He's just a little bit good. And now this pawn is also sort of weak. Right now this pawn isn't defended. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in just to defend that pawn. It does weaken a lot of dark squares, but hopefully he can't use them. He might be playing something like this though. Try to get onto like maybe even f4. Because if he gets into f4, all of a sudden, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I go here, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. I don't think that's a good idea, though. It exists, but it's probably not a good idea. I'm gonna go ahead and just play something simple like this. Putting the rook on an open file. We're starting to run low on our time, so I might have to speed things up. Coming down. I have my knight here, I guess. Does it mean anything? He takes, if I check. No, I don't see how it works. I could do this, but that also doesn't do too much. I could just play king over here, but that also just doesn't do too much. I guess it controls this square in case he does something like this move. We could play g6 and try to shut down this. He's coming for this pawn. I'll go ahead and play this. Oh, does he have this? I have to play this then. Does he have this? That could be even worse. Things are collapsing. Oh no. Okay, he just shut down his own bishop, which is nice for us. I'll go ahead and just move my king over. I don't really know what else to do. Right now, this is super weak. Something we do is play this and try to win this pawn. He's attacking this, isn't he? I'm gonna put my king here. Things are falling apart. Oh man. I think he did get us pretty good. We did free up one of the rooks now, at least. Um, don't have much time though. I'm gonna go ahead and play just g6. Yeah. Let's play this and just try to trade something off. We're on 50 seconds, so it's gonna be really tough. But I really want to bring my pieces back alive. You know what I mean? Go ahead and play this, and now his rook is actually almost locked up. What is he gonna do? He could play here. I guess that's the only move I see for him. Here, I have to play this move. Okay. Let's play this. We're so low on time, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. Maybe I could put my knight here and try to give him a check and win this bishop. 35 seconds. Well, we're holding on just because this bishop is really weak, and it's not like he actually has an extra piece. I'll go ahead and put this over here. If he does this move, though, I think we do have to take. He takes back. I could play this though, but then we drop this, so that doesn't work. Yeah, we'd have to take here. Okay. Um, I'll attack him, but he just moves this rook over here, and he's sort of free. Yeah. If he trades off king, rooks, I might be able to put my king on c4, and this should all sort itself out. And then we're just gonna be threefold repetitioning. Okay, let's do this move. Oh, where's my rook supposed to go? Man, this is so tough. I don't know what I'm doing with my pieces. If I take, he takes. I could play this move. Yeah, this works-ish. We'll see if it actually works. Okay, I'll go here. I don't have time. I think this might be drawn, but I literally do not have time. I have 7 seconds, and I don't think I can win. But we might be able to get at least a draw. Oh my god, it's a winning position. But I only have 5 seconds. If I had 20 more seconds, I would think I might be able to do it. He's gonna try to flag me the best he can. I'm pre-moving every single move, by the way. Guys, am I the best player alive? What just happened? We just won 5 rating points, which means that our opponent, well, he wasn't the best player. He was a bit weaker, and he did have an advantage, but we were able to clutch that up. Oh my gosh! So he was. Let's see. Where's my analysis, guys? No, where is the analysis? There's part of it, and nope, not that one. There's the other part of it. There we go. Our opponent is now 1891, but we were for sure losing quite a bit throughout that game. Let's start off. Let's look at it. So this happened. E5 is a book move. Okay. I take, check here. Bishop c4. He plays bishop e6, and I go ahead and just take because he's bad pawns. It's supposed to be already +1 for me. I play a3, which is an inaccuracy. The best move was knight h3. Okay. Where is this knight going? Wow. I guess. I don't. I have no idea. Why is knight h3 better than like even knight f3? Let's see. Going back. Okay, it's engine actually sort of cools down. Apparently, it's only plus zero point 0.4, even though we have pawn structure advantage. But bishop e3 is a good move. F3 is a good move, which is probably why knight a3 is an idea. That makes more sense. Knight a3, f3, knight f2, and maybe this knight belongs on d3, attacking this pawn. Hmm, that makes a bit more sense. Maybe we can play fianchetto style and then put this other knight on like f4 and try to win this pawn with the power of the minor pieces. Maybe, maybe not. But let's look at how the game went. I played a3, which is an inaccuracy. He plays this move. I play knight c3. This is all good. Bishop e3 is excellent. I play this. Knight f3 is best. He plays king e7. I play h3, which is fine. He plays this move. I castle, which is okay. Just then, I play rook a d1, which is a bit of an inaccuracy. Let's see. Rook f to d1 shows up. Apparently they're both about the same, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. Even though that both are very different. Oh, they are not very different because after b5, you should just put the rook on d3 and in the same exact position, basically, because this rook can go all the way anyways, so it doesn't make much of a difference. So I guess trying to just double up on the open file, and then maybe it's gonna break open with like these pawn pushes, maybe. Um, Maybe that's the idea. I played this move. He plays b5. I don't think I should have played b4. b4 actually kind of throws away the position because he found this, and then all of a sudden I'm being crushed. Here, I should have played rook d3. Rook f to e1 also shows up. Rook a to b8 would, or rook a to b8 would be the best move. Why not just rook f to b8? And then if I tried g4, he's forced to look at h6. If he plays a5 first, and let's say we do another random move, he does have b4 coming down. Knight b1 is a horrible move. It does not feel good at all. Because after takes, my pawn structure is going to be ruined over here slightly. Let's see. His pawn structure is also being ruined, but he takes. If I take with the knight, oh, if I take with the knight, then I'm losing this pawn. So I do have to take with this pawn. But he has rook b2, and his rooks are much more active than mine. So what is the defense against this? Oh, a4. If he takes, of course, you take back with the knight. And I guess b3 should be able to solidify everything, but you're going to have lots of weak dark squares. At least we have our own dark square bishop to contest this, but it's going to be a bit tough. Also, actually, I'm going to be dropping this pawn right now, so I don't know how great this is. After it takes here, maybe? We are supposed to play c3 and b3 kind of stuff. Wait, this looks really bad. It just doesn't feel good for me. But I guess it just isn't a good position anymore. Oh, so here, that's why we're supposed to play g5 first. So after g5, his knight backs up maybe to h5, and then we can take over here. If you play something like rook b4, you just play b3, and you're solid enough. It's not the best, but it's solid enough. Actually, we're still going to be dropping this, right? This happens. Do we have this move? Oh, we have c4 trying to trap his bishop, and his bishop is not doing the best. We also do have g6 because we're threatening now this check, and it takes over here. So he may play knight f6, but we can just take this pawn. And it's a little interesting because we do have this move and it holds onto the pawn, and my knight's not going to be kicked away. So everything is all okay for now, but it just feels like a really messy position. But yeah, I for sure had to play with for myself with g4. G4, g5 was really big because this knight has this job already of protecting this pawn, and if I start letting these guys play over here, then I'm gonna lose this pawn. I played that's not what I played. I played this move, which just lets him do this, and then after I do something like this, he's gonna play this, and now all of a sudden I'm probably just down. Best move apparently is rook a1, and if he still plays a5, I have b takes a5, rook takes a5. I have bad pawn structure over here, so these things might start coming rolling down. But rook f to b1. Apparently he's supposed to play b4. And he's going to start infiltrating, and his rooks are going to be very active, which is why it's drawn. Because I mean, he still has slight weaknesses, but it's all being held together very well. We weren't able to make any use of that weakness. Okay. Yeah, go back to the actual position. I played this move, he plays this. I go knight b3. I should have just taken, because at least I guess this doesn't completely blunder a pawn immediately after this. But he is doing better. Knight d4. If I take, his pawn's going to be attacking here. I have to back up, and he's going to take... oh, we're still safe here, but our bishop's traded away, and his bishop is much more active, and it just doesn't feel good. He's got a strong center. He's winning on all fronts. So he's still doing better. I played this though. He took, I took, he takes this. I played this move, which is not the right way to defend this pawn. If you guys remember, activity of rooks is always key. Putting it on c1 is very inactive. It's, you can only look at the pawn and stay on that home row. But if I put it over here, it's still on this open file, so maybe in the future we could use it. Right now we can't because of the bishop, and it's held together very well. But we're also defending the c2 pawn, which is what we want to do in the first place. So that would be a better way to do it. He plays this move, I have to just trade. I play f3 just to protect this pawn. He does this, I bring my other rook, and I play king f2, which is a mistake. He had bishop a3. Bishop a3 removes the defender of this pawn, so after I move this rook to b1, he just takes with check, and all of a sudden he's got passed pawns, and this is going to be crushing. He couldn't do this right here, because if he does this, oh, I have bishop c5 check. So at least I can get rid of that. The actual position, this is what was happening. But here, if we play bishop c5 check, he still takes, I take, and he probably just has rook c4 and he wins the pawn because he's taking the knights at fork. So yeah, that's the difference. So I shouldn't have played this move. I should have added another defender because I should have expected this coming. And I think I called it out saying like, oh wait, he can play this and now I'm gonna lose a pawn. I think I might have called it out a little later, like now. But yeah, he's crushing. He could have played rook c3, which I know why. I know why, because I guess he's preventing us from pushing this. If he plays a random move like this, can we just play c3? Yeah, c3 and we're safe enough. Not perfectly safe because he still has rook a3 and he's going to attack this pawn, this knight, and maybe win this pawn in the future. But we're offering trades, and of course if he trades down, I think that's probably good for us. But he didn't do that. He played this move, and I should have still played c3 here. I was thinking of c3, but I just messed up and I want to trade pieces or something like that. I don't know what I did. Oh, I played king e2, which doesn't make much sense. c2, and his advantage starts to dwindle a lot further down because right now it is a free pawn. That is true. But I'm basically trading off these pawns. This pawn is very problematic because it's so far pushed up, and he's only gonna be left with the c7 pawn, which isn't far pushed up at all, and it's not much of a threat. If he trades down, I could probably just take with like the knight or something. Oh, with the bishop, because now we can actually just take back. And it might be drawn, but he does have a very strong. He's gonna have a strong pass pawn, but hopefully we can try to make some sort of counterplay. But he doesn't have a pushed up far pass pawn. But I played this move, and he has rook c3, just permanently stopping me from playing the c3 idea at all. He played this move, and I play king d1, which sort of settles us back down. He plays this move, I play this move. Bishop f2 is better, I guess. For some reason, if he plays knight h5, apparently I'm supposed to play h4. I wish I knew why. We're giving him the square, and I don't think that's a great idea, but I guess it's not that bad of an idea. So knight f2, he this, h4. I would have played like g3, just protecting everything. But oh, rook c3, and this is way too weak. This is way too weak. And everything would start falling. But I think I still have this move, don't I? Oh, I don't, because if I take, I take back, and then I lose this bishop. So we can't play g3. We just have to let him have this square. He's attacking this pawn. That's fine. We just push him back. He plays knight g6. If he plays h5, I think What do? We just play rook b1, protect everything. Rook b1 if he plays rook c3. Oh, we have knight c1 attacking this rook, so now it's out. And then we can play something like a rook, yeah, rook d3, and at least do that. But that's very deep into that line. Let's see, going back. Yeah, this was the thing. This happened. I played g3, and he just had a rook c3, and then he's gonna win stuff. Rook c3 right now. If I can play like king e2, right? Does it not work? King e2. Oh, there's a lot of weaknesses in my position. Knight h5, and if I play f2, it's probably pretty weak too. c5. Oh, and he's gonna start bringing this other piece and can push out this knight. My knight doesn't actually have anywhere to go, anywhere good at least. But we played this. He plays this. I play this move. We should have played rook d3 first, trying to at least activate the rook a little bit, make sure that he can't use c3. But we traded it off. He plays this move, and this is a big mistake because now all of a sudden his bishop is closed once again. That was our advantage, or that was his advantage earlier, was that he could play bishop a3, right? That's because it's a bishop. This is not a bishop. It is looking at a pawn here, looking at a pawn here, doing nothing. So he has lost his advantage. I play knight b3, which is a great move apparently, attacking that. And over here, I think I should have just played like knight a5, because of course if he does something dumb, we just have this check, his king gets to move, and we win this bishop at least. Actually, no, wait, knight a5, it's attacking his rook. What is he supposed to do? Rook c3? Oh, counterattack. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense enough. After check, we have a really strong piece. And apparently this is okay. Oh, because we have check here too. But it's supposed to be drawn. Anyways, we play this, which is not the best. He does this. I play this. This happens. This happens. He does this, forcing the trade. I bring my king up to d3, which is a bit of a mistake because he just has check and he's going to activate his rook once again. And stuff starts pushing down. But he plays b3, which is a mistake. c3 makes a bit more sense. Rook a1 is, I guess, the best because after we move our king back, he's gonna start pushing these pawns, or at least bring his king over. That's what he needs. He needs his king because right now he only has his rook. He can't do it just by himself. c3 is also a move, just kicking away this rook. I guess we have to go on the side of the board. If we play e2, that would be horrible because we just have check and then we have to play bishop c1. Bishop is pinned forever. Not a good idea. But he missed that. He played b3 after we take. We play king c1, which is the best move. He gives us a check. That's fine. We'll go to b1. And this is actually still winning for him. We should have played h4 first. Oh, h4, and then that fixes his pawns on these dark squares, which is good for us because we have a dark square bishop. If we play this move, he does have h5, and then he can fix these two pawns. That is what he can do, and all of a sudden it's actually not winning because you could like just sack this and then go to f2 and try to win these pawns, and actually he probably has some winning chances. But he missed that. He actually played this move, which we could just trade down, and then we're just gonna be winning because our pawns are on the light squares, his are on dark squares, so our bishop is gonna be stronger. He doesn't trade down. He plays this move. If he trades, it's actually still drawn because I have no way to actually bring up my pieces. But he doesn't do that. I go ahead and play this move, which is just a free pawn, and I'm pre-moving everything, and I'm able to do a checkmate with just pre-moves, which is very nice. Okay, that was a pretty long game. Lots of discussion, lots of learning opportunities, because it was a very tough game. But I think that should be it for this video. Apparently, it's a Pirc defense, Maroxy defense. Interesting. It's hard to talk about this kind of game because it's just so messy, and I was for sure losing, and there's just so many things about like just a piece activity. Bring your pieces to the best squares. So yeah, but I think that should be it for this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.